Thank you for joining us today.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
I mean, it's not at the PlayStation Showcase. It can't get any worse, right?
The Last of Us
That's
fans.
good, that's
We know
class!
many of you have been looking forward to hearing more about our The Last of Us multiplayer game. We're incredibly proud of the job our studio has done thus far, but as development has continued, we've realized what is best for the game is to give it more time. Our team will continue to work on the project, as well as our other games in development.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
I mean, this is getting ridiculous at this point. What else could possibly go wrong?
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on! Open your eyes!
What?
No, all right. I know that's sad.
Well, hi there, everybody. This has been a video I've waited a little while to do. It's been a couple days since the PlayStation Showcase, and I was ready to make my video yesterday, but I had some things come up, and I didn't have time to record it. But wow. Did a lot happen in a matter of 24 hours. This was going to be a video basically of me ranting that the PlayStation Showcase basically was dead quiet and that there was a potentiality of it being at the Summer Game Fest. Well, in a matter of 24 hours, this entire video's topic has changed. Instead of being a disappointing but hopeful, optimistic look that we could see the multiplayer game at the Summer Game Fest, this turns into a very depressive, angry, confused video. I'm not happy. And I'm usually someone that's very toned down when it comes to this stuff. But after reading what I have read today, what the hell is going on at Naughty Dog and Sony and PlayStation? This is unacceptable. My major complaints recently with Naughty Dog has been communication. They have not communicated well, whether it has been post-part 2, what they're doing with the multiplayer, all that, all the updates with it, the PC port of part 1 and how it wasn't communicated properly, that it was broken and stuff. It's just been a redundant cycle. And then this upcoming stretch where we potentially have a PlayStation Showcase and nothing happens and Naughty Dog is dead quiet. Dead quiet. Nothing leading up to it, nothing. And I knew, in my back of my mind, I knew something was probably wrong. Like, there's no way they would be that quiet for the song. And finally today, they addressed that. And I'm not happy. Guys, I'm not happy at all. And you'll hear my full thoughts and everything you need to know about this. But in essence, the Last of Us multiplayer game is delayed. Like, this is unbelievable. It has been 3 fucking years. 3 fucking years, and all we've gotten is fucking concept art, and now you're telling me that you're gonna potentially fucking delay? Now the game could potentially be canceled? Don't even get me started on the PlayStation Showcase. It was good, but if we take out Spider-Man 2 and a couple other decently good games, that was awful. That was an awful showcase. What is going on? This is like, I am just at a loss of words right now. That this is what is the future? Alright, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, join about the near 30% of people are subscribed by hitting the red subscribe button. Be sure the notification bell, have it set to all so you don't miss any of my videos. There will be a better, more hopeful, optimistic, happy video tomorrow on the rest of that statement that we went through, and I'll talk about it later in this video, but I'm pissed, and I'm gonna lay you my full thoughts here, so let's go for 1,000 likes. If you guys enjoy this, and let's get straight into it. So the PlayStation Showcase, we streamed it. There was almost up to 1,000 concurrent viewers. The hype was so high. I want to thank everyone that watched there with me. If you were a Last of Us fan, you're just a PlayStation fan in general. Thank you for everyone that joined me for that. I had such a fun time doing that. It's been a little while since we had a showcase, so thank you. Unfortunately, the showcase did not meet my high expectations, not even close. But there were a couple saving graces, like Phantom Blade, Zero, Metal Gear Solid Remake, Spider-Man 2, which stole the show and was such a great look at what that game is going to be, and I'm so happy. Insomniac Games, I'm going to say this front and center, Insomniac Games is the best PlayStation studio out there right now. It's not Naughty Dog anymore to me, because Naughty Dog is going through these hurdles, and it seems like it's a redundant cycle that Naughty Dog continues to be a no-show when it matters most. But finally, Naughty Dog makes a statement. And on Instagram, they made this statement too. No comments, of course, because they probably know they are going to get absolutely blasted. And again, it's understandable at this point. And I'm someone that scours social media. I look at people's reactions, and this has got probably a mostly negative response. A lot of angry people. Angry. Basically, people saying to go, you know, Naughty Dog can go F themselves. You know, what the hell? We waited 4 years. This is what you give us? And other people say, let them cook. Wait. And I'm kind of in the middle fence right now. I am sad, I'm angry, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, this is Naughty Dog we're talking about. Of course, everyone in the comments is probably gonna say that was the old Naughty Dog, Dom. This new Naughty Dog is not, they're like a shell of themselves. But I trust that they removed the crunch culture, they removed a lot of bad things with the old studio, they're announcing games more in advance towards release. You know, better things towards a long-term, better future. But let's read the statement. Last of Us fans, we know many of you have been looking forward to hearing more about our Last of Us multiplayer game, and this is the statement I expected to hear at some point. We're incredibly proud of the job our studio has done thus far. Sadly, we've only seen concept art images of it. But as development has continued, we've realized what is best for the game is to give it more time. Now, this is where the concerns start to rise up. You are literally announcing that, hey, don't worry, guys, you know, you've been looking forward to hearing, but we need more time. Basically, they said it is delayed. The Last of Us multiplayer is delayed. Even though there isn't a cronky date, what I mean by a delay is that we're not going to hear any news on it soon. We were promised an update this year, and I don't even know if it's going to happen anymore. Because people think, oh, they might still show something on the Summer Game Fest. My hopes are pretty much almost dashed for that now. I mean, it's pretty much effed. Our team will continue to work on the project. Okay. As well as other games. So Naughty Dog basically confirmed other games too. So two plus. So we have potentially 3 or 4 games in development right now. And we'll discuss what that could mean in a minute. Including a brand new single player experience. And that will be a video probably for tomorrow or the following day. So yes, we have a new single player project, which if you've been following my videos and news, you know this was happening. You knew Neil basically confirmed it a couple months ago that his project, they're working on it. Again, this could be Neil's project. This could be even another project. But my guess on what game this is going to be, and we'll discuss this again tomorrow, single player, new IP, the new IP, or Part 3, The Last of Us Part 3. So remember, Uncharted has been confirmed done. Jack and Daxter doesn't look like it's coming back, so those are the 2 options. We look forward to sharing more soon. We're grateful to our fantastic community for your support. Thank you for your passion for our games. It continues to drive us. Now, why did Naughty Dog make this statement and tweet and Instagram post? Why did they do this? Was it just because they were quiet at the PlayStation Showcase and fans were outcrying, where's the multiplayer? Where's factions? No, it wasn't. So, Jason Schreier, you probably know that name if you follow the gaming space, had a bombshell article that dropped a little bit after this statement. It basically read, new, Naughty Dog has significantly scaled down the team on its Last of Us multiplayer project, sources say. As it reassesses the game following Bloomberg's request for comment, the company put out a Twitter statement today saying the game was delayed. Oh my goodness. This is the concern when you are not being public or at least communicative with your audience. Behind the scenes, it seems this has been a disaster. I got past the paywall. Got to pull it up. At least I had to make an account and stuff. So yeah, this article is behind a paywall, so I know. Last of Us multiplayer video game faces setbacks as Sony. Weaknesses were found in the game even as the HBO series became a hit. Sony has slowed down development of an upcoming multiplayer game in its long-running Last of Us video game series, as the creators reassess its quality and long-term viability according to 4 people familiar with the project. So this is not a good sign, guys. There is a high probability that we may never even see this game see the light of day, and that is heartbreaking. It's why I've been covering it all these years. The team working on the game was scaled back after a recent evaluation, said the people who asked not to be named because they weren't authorized to speak publicly. A small group remains on the project while the company reevaluates the direction. Wow. So what has basically been done is they have shifted a bunch of employees that were working on this to different projects and basically said, you know, we'll leave this small group to work on it while we, the studio heads or whatever, decide what to do with the game. That's pretty much what seems like it's going to be happening. Well, the game has not been canceled. Many of the developers have moved to other projects, as I just mentioned. Following requests for comments from Bloomberg News, Naughty Dog, the Sony subsidiary working on the project, put out a statement on Twitter saying that we've realized what's best for the game is to give it more time. I told you this is why they made that Twitter statement. It wasn't because people were, you know, complaining, because they were basically like, hey, guys, you're gonna put out a statement, you know, before this article drops, and then everybody gets mad at them. And they continue to talk about the Last of Us franchise. You know, begins the game in 2013, 37 million units as of December, growing to a larger cultural phenomenon with the TV adaptation, one of the year's biggest hits. And then Naughty Dog's been developing the multiplayer title for at least 4 years. It started as a complementary mode to The Last of Us Part 2, the single-player game released in 2020. The creators grew ambitious and decided to make it its own game, Naughty Dog said. Sony has invested heavily in games as a service, or video games designed to be monetized beyond their initial sales through ongoing purchases. As part of the push, they asked another of its video game studios, Seattle-based Bungie, to evaluate the games across its portfolio. The multiplayer game, Last of Us multiplayer game, was in this portfolio. Bungie raised questions about the Last of Us multiplayer project's ability to keep players engaged for a long period of time, which led to a reassessment. And what does the word reassessment mean? Reassessment is the consideration or assessment of something again in the light of a new or different factor. This means, in my eyes, that this could be a potential long time before we see this game. If they are going to be changing a lot with the game, they could be changing only small little things. It could be, it seems like based on what I've read, it seems like they're going to be changing a lot. But my concern is, why is Bungie, again, I'm no issue with Bungie, I've played Destiny 2, I've played Halo. Why is Bungie making the final call? Why can't we just see what Naughty Dog has on their own and see if at the end it makes it? Why is Sony just basically having Naughty, I get it, Destiny is a long, you know, lasting live service title, but why not let Naughty Dog release it to the public and let the fans judge? Because, listen, Destiny, you can have your opinions on it. Yeah, it's been pretty successful to say the least, but again, I don't think it's the best live service game out there. There's better examples, I think, in the ecosystem, but, you know, Sony owns Bungie, so I guess, hey, maybe it could be a good thing. Maybe it makes it better in the long run, but I don't know. Single and multiplayer games generally require different skill sets to develop, although Naughty Dog has found some success with the multiplayer modes, which we've seen from, you know, factions, the OG factions, to Uncharted's multiplayer. Like, those still have lively fan bases that still have thousands of players. So, you know, the company is still primarily known for developing single-player hits. Still, fans were excited for the project and raised questions after it was not present at the PlayStation Video Game Showcase this week. I was one of those fans! Me! Plenty of you guys, hopefully. In a statement, Naughty Dog said it would continue to work on this multiplayer project as well as the other games, including a brand new single-player experience. So, that is the article. Let me just say my thoughts before we wrap up the video. It's clearly evident, even as a diehard Naughty Dog fan, that this is in a very bad spot right now. Can they fix it? Can they get it to a point where, yes, it can be a good live service, long-lasting title, and release? Yes. But is there a possibility that it may not make the finish line? Yes, it is very likely that that could happen now. Because it seems like they have just basically thrown a couple employees left to it and thrown it to the side while Naughty Dog focuses on their other projects, like the new single player and the other unknown projects. Clearly, Bungie having their concerns is an eye-opener. Again, I don't think Bungie should be the go-all, say-all when this is Naughty Dog's game, but I can understand why Sony has a successful company like Bungie do it. But again, a lot of people aren't happy with Bungie's games. Some people are, some people aren't. It just, you know, I don't know what they're going to be doing. I don't know how this is going to end, but it seems like this has been 3 years of just nothing. Really. We have to assume that a lot of work has been done in the multiplayer, but the fact that they need more time, what is going to be changed? What is the reassessment going to exactly mean? That its quality is not met up to standards? That is the concern, and we don't know because we haven't seen it. We don't know what the issues are. Only they do. And until we see it firsthand, we're just going to have to assume left, right, straight, forward, center, you know, what's going to happen. And again, people are going to ask, Dom, are we going to see it at the Summer Game Fest? No, I think this pretty much denies any chance of it happening at the Summer Game Fest. Could we still see Naughty Dog? Maybe with the single player stuff, but it doesn't seem very possible now that we're going to see any multiplayer updates for months. Might not even be till later in the year in another showcase or state of play, or maybe during The Last of Us Day. But next month is a big milestone for The Last of Us. The, 10-year anniversary. So maybe we do hear something next month, but the chances are not very likely. When I had said before, it was almost near 90 to 100% because of last year's event. Alright, that is going to do it for me, guys. I have another video coming by tomorrow on the single-player project, so stay tuned for that. Sure, drop a like and subscribe if you guys enjoy this. You probably don't hear me cuss that much in my videos, but yeah, it needed to be done a couple times, so... Naughty Dog! Please cook. I have faith. Please don't let us down. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoy this, drop a like and subscribe again. Go for 1,000 likes. And I thank you all so much for watching. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Be my father, I'm going there. No more to roam. I'm just a going. Oh.